welcome to Wigston TV for your edition in August. Today we are in Interiors by Design, Mohammed's lovely showroom located on Leicester Road in Wigston Town Centre, to talk about his local business and what he has to offer.
It's a warm one, isn't it?
It's ever so hot today.
Really warm. Kids are off now.
It'd be nice if we had a beer at lunchtime or even a shandy. Depending on how good you're feeling. But it's very, very warm at the moment, so the summer's really begun.
So kids are off, and it's just to let you know what's going on in and around the Wigston area. We've got lots to talk about. Obviously, we're going to be talking about where we are today. Interiors by Design, they've got some fantastic kitchens on show, which we'll be showcasing for you and letting you know what is the in-fashion colour, style, types of worktops. We're going to go into that in quite a bit of detail.
Definitely. There's plenty of choice here, and you
like a good kitchen, don't you?
I like a good kitchen, but what I asked Mohammed earlier on was I'm actually looking for a kitchen myself. The good thing about here is he can tailor for a lot of budgets, so there's plenty of choice.
And they're local.
Well, they're local, but they're very, very close to the neighbouring district of Oadby as well, so it's very, very good for our Oadby.
That's another word for local, being very close.
Very, very close.
So what have we got coming up in the area, Rado?
Well, at the moment, in our neighbouring district, so in our locality in Oadby, on the 11th of July, we've got the motor show. So the motor show is a fantastic opportunity to actually take advantage of this lovely weather, look at some lovely classic cars. Let's pray that the weather is really, really good. That will be going on the 11th of July, and that will be held in the town centre on the precinct along the parade.
So the bit when we rehearse it off camera and I talk about the motor show, we're not following today.
Oh yeah,
that's okay. You just take my limelight.
No, I'm sorry.
What we are doing is there is going to be a colouring in competition.
Oh, that's the one. Beg your pardon. The colouring in competition.
So there is a colouring in competition where we're going to be doing the colouring in of the racing car. And that's available from any Knightsbridge estate agent's office, and there is a prize. So all of those are going to be displayed on the 11th at the Motor Show or Motor Fest in Oadby, and the winner, as voted by the people that attend that Motor Fest, will win a family pass at the Odeon Deluxe, where they've fitted it all out, kitted it all out with those nice luxury chairs now. So pop in, pick up one of those, drop it back, and they'll all be on show. But also importantly, drop down to Oadby and support the Motorfest. There's going to be Dreams rides, Sporting Bears Dreams rides. So you can go out in a sports car. Donation to charity. All that money goes to charity. It's 10 till 3 p.m. Difference from classics. We even had an inquiry for 10 Fiat 500s, traditional Fiat 500s coming along. So I can imagine they're going to be quite a nice thing to look at.
And possibly 40 to 50 years of age. So it's also for modern classics as well as the vintage ones.
Bring yours.
Yes, I might even just do that.
So what else have we got coming up in Wigston, right? Let's try and keep to the script now, shall we?
Yeah, of course we can. I mean, in South Wigston there is a new martial arts activity going on. It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's starting off, and that can be found at the RGA South Wigston. That will get you fit. It's also based, oh my lord,
that's on a Wednesday 7 till 8. So for more information, please contact Stuart on 07971 124 248 or 07933 504 087. But really is a good thing for all ages to take part in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on a Monday it's between 6 and 7 in Great Glen Village Hall. On a Wednesday between 7 and 8 at Elliot Hall, which is on Albion Street in South Wigston. And again, as Luke mentioned, for further information, please give them a call direct.
Yeah, fantastic. And we've got active Oadby and Wigston, so for an active summer. So the Oadby and Wigston Borough Council have teamed up with Learning Leicestershire Schools Partnership to offer free summer holiday sports club, such as gymnastics, archery, rock climbing, and much more. So the first 5 lessons are going to be at South Wigston High School every Thursday 1 till 3 p.m, starting on the 18th of July, running all the way through to the 15th of August. The 6th and final session is going to be at Parklands Leisure Centre between the Oadby and Wigston on the Oadby Wigston Road, 22nd of August, 6 till 8. There is a limited amount of spaces available. They can only offer it out to 20 people at the minute. So if you want more information, then please go to www.surveymonkey.co.uk/r/active summer.
And that address can be seen towards the end of the clip as well.
Yeah.
Coming back into August again, if you're in the Glen Parva area, around the 3rd of August, between the hours of 1 and 4, we've got Dorothy Avenue Playing Fields, which will be holding its annual Gala Fete. So plenty of activity there. There'll also be some classic cars, plenty of recreation activities for the kids, bit of a leisurely activity for the parents. And again, for further information, please call Oadby 1622771.
I think the firemen are going to be there, racing cars.
Let's hope that the firemen are there. But there's a little bit of go-karting, so there's going to be activity for all generations. So, please make that phone call.
One of my favourites, I know not directly Wigston related, but synonymous with Leicester, is the Great Central Railway, the Heritage Steam Railway. Have you been to that?
I've been to that, actually.
Yeah, it's good fun,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've got a summer of fun. They're doing a Master Builders Lego event on the 6th, 7th and 8th of August. So if you love Lego, that's where you should be heading this summer. There's going to be face painting, mini fun fair, obviously get to ride on the steam trains. But for a family of 5, 2 adults, 3 children, £38. And that's going to give you unlimited travel going backwards and forwards. So you can go to Leicester North, which is just at the end of Birstall, to catch the train, or you can go all the way to Loughborough to catch the train. But you can ride up and down. Really is a great day out. Doesn't matter what the weather's doing. Great fun. The food is superb. And there's nothing better than buying some food, eating it on the train. And the kids love it. And stop off at Roveley because they've got the miniature railway with Ellis's Tea Room. So, again, the kids will absolutely love it. So, well worth looking into. So, for more information, gcrailway.co.uk.
And that's during the days of the 6th and 7th of August.
Yep.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So, and then just to finish up with the events that are coming up, this one's a bit in advance, but is very, very popular. So both Wigston and Oadby have their Christmas or festive light switch-ons.
Yep.
The Oadby one is now taking reservations for stall holders. So if you're a craft maker, food stall, and you want to be there for the festive light switch-on, get your application in now. For more information, please contact Sarah at oadbyfestivelightswitchon@outlook.com for an application form, so that we can get you down as wanting to come along and have a stall on the evening. Santa, I know, has already been booked. Santa's come along with his elves, and he's going to be in the Knightsbridge office in Oadby. I think this is the 4th year he's coming to see the boys and girls at Knightsbridge. So I know we're quite in advance of that, but a lot of planning needs to go into that to get it all working really well.
And he was a very busy chap last year.
Over 200 children, I think,
you
saw. Yeah. Wow. So, so we'll come back to some of the things that else is going on, because we're obviously with Mohammed. So thanks for your time today, Mohammed. And we're at Interiors by Design. So how long have you been in Wigston?
So we've been in Wigston since, well, not me personally, but since 1976. Wigston DIY next door. Dad started that in 76. Did that for 40 years in 2016, and then we diversified and moved on to this. Yeah,
which is literally next door.
Literally next door. So obviously locally everyone knows us. They know what we're all about. So it just seemed the easy transition to move into this. And we were lucky enough to be able to sort of diversify from the hardware market, power tools, timber tools, and moving into sort of manufacturing and kitchens, flooring, and bedrooms.
So the kitchens, because it's kitchens, and you've got floors by design.
Floors by design. So we're Interiors by Design, which is the downstairs showroom, which is the kitchens and the bedrooms. And we've got Floors by Design, which is my brother Hussein. And we do the flooring. So it's quite a nice sort of mix of that. So we can offer the full service. Full interior service.
And you mentioned manufacturing. So
so we've got a workshop just in South Wigston, so not too far away. So about 3,000 square foot workshop, manufacturing all the saws and the edge managing services. So it's fully assembled carcasses. All your soft close hinges.
So it's none of this flat pack.
None of the flat pack business. So we design it. So basically the standard rule is that they come in, we go out, we can survey, design, come back in, do a nice sort of CAD drawing. Show them exactly.
So a visual of
a proper sort of visual improvisation of exactly how it looks, with all the colours and the workshop styles. And then full installation service goes to the workshop, manufacturing, and then deliver and install.
So a customer, they haven't got to necessarily be in Wigston, but if they're thinking of getting a new kitchen or getting their bedroom refitted with fitted wardrobes or something, they can come in and see you, or pick up the phone, go onto the website.
We'll go onto the website, pick up the phone, or just drop in. Really, just drop in, have a chat. We'll always come out anyway to do a final survey. And then we'll take it from there.
So it's a full bespoke service.
It's a full bespoke service. As I said, because we're manufacturing, we have full control. It's our manufacturing workshop. It's not, we don't outsource outsource it to anyone else.
Okay.
It's our own workshop.
Wow.
So we've got full control, hence it's going to be right.
So what are the colour? What's the colours that people are going for? At
the moment there are two. I mean, your distinct two, but your modern sort of matte and gloss colours,
okay,
which painted or vinyls, and also the shaker style. So I think this one behind is like a shaker style, but with a handle.
A bit of a minimalist.
So a bit of a very
shape.
minimalist shaker style, coming in all sorts of colours.
Yeah.
Greys at the moment.
Greys,
matte greys, dust greys, stone greys, charcoals. They're the in thing at the moment.
Yeah. And what about material-wise for worktops? Because obviously it can range. I mean, this looks like it's proper solid wood. So you've got laminate, which is just like a plastic on top of a chipboard.
Exactly,
there's obviously lots, and I can see here you've got different samples of worktops. So what
I mean, again,
going for?
To suit any budget really.
Okay.
So I mean, bottom of the range laminate, which is probably the most versatile, the most hard wearing actually.
Yeah.
But serves a purpose. And it's cheaper than the most. Then you've obviously got your solid woods, and your solid walnuts, solid oaks.
Yeah.
Then you're moving up to your granite and your quartz.
Yeah.
And then last but not least really is the Corian.
Yes.
Solid surface, bespoke, manufactured, templated,
to
seamless.
To that complete
moulded sinks.
Design, yeah.
Very hard wearing as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, we'll suit all budgets really, whatever the customer wants.
Yeah, and you would obviously go out to their home, measure up,
Yes.
have a consultation with them to find out what they're after. Again, you've probably designed thousands of kitchens in the 21 years you've been on this planet. So
thank you.
But again, so you know what works well, and sometimes maybe an idea of a customer, maybe that they want it to look this way, but other times, it's not maybe practical.
Correct, yeah. I mean, we basically we're a very practical, functional sort of company, as opposed to, yes, aesthetics is important, it's all about, you can go and spend tens of thousands of pounds on the design inspiration, have it looks lovely, but practicalities, functionalities wise, it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So we're big on our aesthetics, we're big on our we're very OCD on our symmetry and our lines, but ultimately it's all about the functionality, and we base all of our kitchens about the appliances. Yeah. So do they want is it a range cooker? Yeah. Is it a built-in in the housing like this over here?
Yeah. High level, low level.
Do they want an American fridge freezer, or do they want just like a little London?
Do they want a centre island?
So we'll go around, understand what the customer's requirements are, what the needs are, and then we'll design accordingly.
And why would a customer say look to come to someone like yourselves, Interiors by Design, than going to one of these big national companies that are constantly offering 50-60% off the kitchens, which always seems to be throughout the whole year?
Yeah, so that's the key. I think the 50% discount, it's on top of discounting with us.
It's a kind of a make-believe.
It's a make-believe 50%. We'll find that generally it's not about the discount, it's about the quality, it's about the service, it's about the know-how as well. Understanding the client's needs, personal service. We're here. We're not. The customer's not just a number. Yeah. The customer's not just a number, and it's very personal. Yeah. So, and because we manufacture, we've got full control.
Yeah. And you're local.
And
you're local. You're in Wigston again. About supporting local Wigston businesses.
So Oadby, Wigston, majority of our customer base is.
And is that the supply and the installation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we do both.
Yeah.
Depending on what the customer wants. So sometimes the customers have got a decent fit and they're happy with the fitter.
Yeah.
So we'll manufacture. We'll do the full design and we'll deliver it.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, look, we want the whole package.
Yeah.
And I will say this, genuinely, hand on heart, my fitters are the best in the country.
Yeah.
There is nobody who will touch my fitters because their attention to detail. They've been doing kitchen fitting specifically for years. It's not just carpentry and joinery or a builder or a plumber fitting a kitchen.
So they've mastered their craft.
They are mastered their craft in kitchen fitting, and that's why I would say that we're the best.
And that will allow you not to have to go back to revisit
again.
again.
We don't go back. So we work closely with the customer, we work closely with the fitter. So it's a bit of I suppose a triangle really, but we work hand in hand to make sure the customer gets what they want.
So we've talked about Interiors by Design, and obviously we want to make sure we give Hussein a bit of the limelight as well. So he put you forward to talk about the Floors by Design as well. So obviously there's the flooring element as well.
So Floors by Design is upstairs, my brother Hussein, specialising in LVT, which is like a thick vinyl floor. Again, very hard wearing, very versatile, waterproof, moppable, washable, very nice. Then we've got the laminate flooring, so we do the laminates, real wood.
And some of those laminates, you struggle to tell the difference between that.
You can't. I mean, we've got some of the stuff on the floor at the moment, but you'd never tell whether it's a laminate.
Until you start
digging
close and mucking
it. But again, very hard work. We do that, and then there's the solid wood and real woods.
Okay.
and we also do carpets as well.
Fantastic.
So we've got the whole interior package.
Brilliant. That's great. Really.
One thing that's caught my eye, I just need to ask you a question. I mean, they're lovely, those built-in cookers with the coffee machines. Are they quite popular these days?
They are popular now because coffee's the in thing at the moment.
Yeah.
People love it. People love coffee.
And I think the other thing people don't want is they don't want lots of things on work. They want nice clean lines on their work surface. So they don't want a kettle, they don't want a coffee machine, they don't want their juice maker.
And we do that if you have a look here.
And
so you've got your oven
else.
and you've got a built-in microwave.
Yeah.
You know, because people, as opposed to having it on the worktop, taking worktop space, much nicer, nice level,
cleaner lines,
and they look really good, and they're very functional as well, very practical.
Yeah, and again, what we see a lot of is obviously the kitchen is part of the family space now, so it's normally an open living space.
Yes.
So again, if it can be, rather than all the clutter, if you've got your children doing their homework or just having your breakfast in the morning, sofa, TV.
And that's where the islands are a big thing as well.
Yeah.
So it's more sociable.
It's much more sociable. So they've got kids, homework, somebody cooking, washing up, talking. The kids, it just works. And the island's a big thing. We can have seating around the island as well, which is a nice thing as well.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Brilliant. No, thank you for your time,
all right,
Mohammed.
thank you very much.
That's been great. So just to pick back up on the other things that have been going on in the local area. So the South Leicestershire Litter Wombles want to make a special kind of mention to them.
Good.
So I went along with our video guy as well, and Sarah, and we had a young helper, Alfie. So we went to go and help do some litter picking from McDonald's roundabout all the way down to the Tigers Training Academy. So we picked 4 bags of rubbish just in that stretch there of different bits, whether or not it was car hubcaps was an example, crisp packets, but the strange on those crisp packets, the dates, they were out of date by maybe 18 months, 2 years, some of them, and they hadn't degraded, so there's no way that crisp packet was ever going to biodegrade into the ground. So that was the key thing. So, but on the total, just on that one night alone, just collecting around some parts of Wigston, 44 bags of rubbish that was collected. So this is a group of volunteers going around our town and county doing tremendous work. Again, just support from members of the public and other local residents coming up, well, how can I get involved? Yeah. So we had that, even had people tooting on their horn saying, well done,
that's a thumbs up,
and all of that kind of thing. So it was really, really good. So if you want to get involved, look for South Leicestershire Litter Wombles on Facebook. Great service. Now, I know that in your office in Wigston, they're going to be having the equipment so people can come in and borrow it, do a bit of litter picking, come back, drop it all back, because again it's just acting as an outlet to give that, to go and help out and try and keep Wigston looking nice. But they're going as far afield as Broughton Astley, into Blaby, going into Leicester, all over. So it's not just in Wigston itself.
And the beauty about where we are in Wigston, you know, there's a lot of footfall. It only takes 10 or 15 people to just give 20 minutes of their time. It makes a fantastic difference, and it keeps us on top of the cleanliness of this lovely town that we work in.
No, fantastic. And then maybe the final thing to finish up on, and this is something we'd like to appeal to any local schools. So this is a book that we've helped to get published called Spot the Different. Not Spot the Difference, it's Spot the Different. Written by an author called Jerry Lyons, and then pictures by Andy Willard. And it's all about, it's aimed at children, and we've got a certain number that we're giving away to local schools and community groups or nursery groups, and it's all about helping children to understand it's okay to be different.
Correct.
We haven't all got to be the same.
No.
Because if me and you were exactly the same, it'd be a nightmare.
We'd be once seen and never forgotten. Yes, definitely.
But it is a really good story. So it's all about a girl called Lucy and her a ladybird that she meets called Spot. Okay. And Spot is different because he or she has only got one spot on them, and that's unusual for a ladybird. And they go on this journey to understand how it is great to be different. And it just finishes up with a really nice kind of message at the end, which is that, and remember, what makes you special is that you're different, you're remarkable, you're you. So we've got some of those still available to give away to local schools or community groups. So if you know of a school that would benefit from that, I think we've already given them out to around kind of 12, maybe up to 15 different local schools in and around the Oadby, Clown Park, Leicester area. So we're happy to get them out to the other Wigston schools as well. Drop us a comment below or send us an email to info@lovewigston.co.uk, and we can get those dropped off to you. And if we run out, we can look at trying to get some more ordered, because it is an important message to kind of put out there. Because I mean, kids today are under a lot of pressure to try and feel like they've got to be the same as each other, and obviously we don't need that. So so that's the end to August episode of Love Wigston TV.
So if you're all going on holiday during August, have a good time. If you've already come back from holiday, you can come back to some sort of normality, and we look forward to presenting further with September and October already in plan.
Yeah, fantastic. So drop us a line if you would like your business or group or event featuring, comments below, or send us an email at info@lovewigston.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you, but thank you very much, Mohammed, for letting us come in and see this fabulous kitchen showroom.
Thank you very much. Thank you.